What's up guys, it's Ben from Living Survival, and I got my pick for the best bug out bag. From Direct Action, it's the Dragon Egg Pack, so stick with me. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I've reviewed a ton of packs in that assault style 3-day category. Packs from Maxpedition, VanQuest, Grey Ghost Gear, Tactical Tailor, Blackhawk, Spec Ops, Source Tactical, budget packs like Field Line, LA Police Gear, 3V Gear. I've reviewed a ton of packs, and if you haven't seen those videos, make sure you go back into my playlist. I have a playlist just for packs. So when selecting a bug out bag, I suggest that you look for a pack in the 20 to 50 liter size range, and don't put more than about 50 pounds worth of gear in it. So for me, my focus is the bug out get home style bag, which is in the 20 to 30 liter range. And then if you saw my previous video, I reviewed a hiking pack where I am actually, also have an extended bug out bag, or an I'm never coming home bag, which is a little bit larger bag, and it allows you to carry more food and more clothing and a little bit more comfortable shelter. So if you're not familiar with what Ben's Best is, it's select gear that I've picked out of all the gear that I've reviewed, which is all high quality gear, and I recommend all the gear that I show you guys on my channel. It's gear I use myself, and certainly gear I would recommend to you. The Ben's Best stuff is stuff that stands out above all the rest for things like quality, price, and just plain old functionality. So today I have another pack for you, and it happens to be one of Ben's Best. This is a fantastic pack, and it actually came from a fan of mine. They requested that I review it, and ever since I got my hands on this pack, it is just blown me away. It's a phenomenal pack, and it has everything that I've always looked for and that I would design myself into a pack. So let's take a closer look. So of course, let's start with how it looks on the body. You've got some nice, well-padded shoulder straps that are narrow and not overly done. A nice sternum strap with the elastic that I like. You've seen that in many of my other videos, that I really like when packs do that, so that your shoulders can flex a little bit when you're hiking or when you're walking. It's got a very basic hip belt, but again, for a pack of this size, 25 liters, I really don't even see the need sometimes for a hip belt. Now I've got it loaded up with a lot of items in here, so that I can show you, how I've loaded it out. And the hip belt does come in handy, but it doesn't need to be overly padded in the 25 liter range. If you get up into a 50 liter pack or so, then you're gonna want a nice hip belt. The shoulder straps, of course, have the channeling for you to run a hydration bladder through. The bag is, of course, hydration compatible. You've got D-rings that most bags have, and then you've got your adjustments to cinch down your shoulder straps. So they've also included the webbing organizers here, or just the Velcro that keeps the webbing nice and neat. I really like that feature when packs do that, because it keeps your webbing all nice and neat, keeps it from flopping all around, and especially when you're walking in the woods and things like that, there's really nothing to get stuck on branches or trees. And just when you're walking in general, things flapping by your side, the webbing management helps control that. So things like the elastic here on the sternum strap and the webbing organizers, they may seem like little details, but they're details that I would have taken off other packs if I were designing my own. All right, so let's go around the pack here, starting with the outside. You have 4 compartments in this pack. They are YKK zips, heavy duty zips with this kind of rubberized coating on them, so they are very easy to grab even with gloves. The drag handle here is made out of 2.5 meter lengths of paracord, so that's really unique. I haven't seen that before on a pack, and it makes for a really durable handle, and also multi-use, because of course you can use the paracord. So the material on this pack is 100% 500D Cordura. I think 500 is plenty. 1000D and you get a really rigid pack. Yeah, it's probably going to hold up, in a combat situation a little bit better, but in a bug out situation or SHTF, I think 500D is just fine. It's got laser cut MOLLE, which is the new rage. You're going to start to see a lot of packs with this laser cut MOLLE. It basically offers low profile, webbing in the same manner that MOLLE does, but the webbing, when it's laser cut like this, doesn't absorb water, and this pack does have a water resistant coating on it as well. So the top also has 2 D-rings off of the side, and then we can go to the shoulder straps. As I said, it has webbing management here for a hydration tube. There is a hole up top for your tube to come out of, and then run down one shoulder sleeve or the other. You have 2 additional D-rings here, the sternum strap, and then down into the adjustments for the straps themselves. Now all the hardware is Duraflex hardware, so again, really high quality stuff. The back of the shoulder pads are air mesh. They're well padded, but they're very sleek in profile. They're the exact size that I like to have on a pack this size. So it's got special foam padding called their Combat Vent System, and what this is it's sort of skeletonized foam here with a mesh liner over the top, and it allows it to breathe really well, maintain its rigidness, but it allows it to breathe and keep that moisture away from your back. And then on down to the hip belt, which is detachable. You can detach it from both sides and stow it in the pack if you prefer not to have the hip belt. Looking at the front, again here you have the laser cut MOLLE, which you're going to see more of that. You have a place for some morale patches here or identification. And then you also have this daisy chain webbing up both sides of the pack, which is very unique again, and it's awesome for being able to lash things on, hook bungees to, hook carabiners to, so that you can lash stuff in front of the pack, extra layers and things like that. And then behind it is also some channels of nylon. So very, very good construction on the outside. I think it makes sense. It's very well organized, and as you're going to see, the inside of the pack is just as well organized. On the sides here you have two compression buckles, again with the webbing management, which I find is so handy. Down below here you have this pocket. Now this pocket can stay zipped up and it can function as a sleeve. You have Velcro on the top so you could stash little things in here, or you can unzip it and it extends out and you can get a full-size Nalgene in here, or even a military-sized canteen will fit in here when it's unzipped. So again, it's very nice for being able to store tools down the side. You could store a larger knife down the side and then click it in with the buckles and stick the handle end into here. You can use it zipped up, or if you need more room, you can unzip it. Again, another unique feature that's really awesome on this Dragon Egg pack. Taking a look at the other side here, it's exactly the same, and I just have a military canteen and cup in here molled on to the side, because again, it's got that laser cut MOLLE down on these pockets. So the exact same pocket on this side, and then I just have my canteen. All right, in the front of the pack here, the first compartment you have here is a fleece lined sort of a sunglass pocket here. It goes down to about here on the pack, so it's a decent sized pocket for things like keys or sunglasses or cell phone. I just have a headlamp that I keep handy in there. Should I have to grab that really quickly at night, it's right there where I need it. So to access the second compartment, we just take off the compression straps off the sides, and you can see that it zips down pretty much the full length. Now another thing that's nice is that it is tapered at the bottom here, so you can get larger things down in the bottom. A lot of times pack lose size when they go down to the bottom, and this one gains it on the bottom. I guess that's why they call it the Dragon Egg. It's kind of a round shape. Same thing with the main pack here. It just gets a little bit bigger with that taper, allowing you to put bigger things like a sleep system or something in the bottom. But what I find is really handy is not only does this front zip all the way down, but I'm able to get things like a full-size rain poncho down in the bottom of this front compartment. And then on the back side of the front here, you just have a zip that's about halfway down. I just have a couple ways to start fire, and then I have some moleskin and some clotting gauze, and I have some insect repellent and some sunscreen. On the main part of the front pouch here, I just have a GPS. Fits right down into this Velcro sleeve, so if you have one of the smaller GPS, it'll fit even better in there. On this side, I just have my radio. Now I could store this with or without the antenna. I have it in a plastic bag so it doesn't get wet, but basically this has weather radio on it, and then it also allows me to tap into whatever local repeaters I have in my area and listen to things like police, fire, and EMS. In the back here, I just have a couple of chem lights. I have some bungees, and again, these bungees come in really handy for clipping to this daisy chain webbing on the front of the pack. You can just clip them right in, and I can pretty much cinch anything I want onto the front of the pack. Then I just have a pen. Then there's a zippered compartment here. In this zippered compartment, I have a compass, a rate in the rain pad, and then a signal mirror. Then there's an additional back flap here, so again, really nice organization. It's not overly done with tons of little webbing and tons of you know, little pen pockets and things like that. I like that it only has 3 pen pockets. Some just go the whole length, and it's just a waste of space to me. So I really like that they have, you know, a zipped mesh pocket, you know, a couple of large Velcro pockets, and, you know, a large flap here in the back. I just have a flashlight, backup flashlight, some cordage, and then a water filter. Now there is also a keeper here that you could hook things like a signal whistle to, or your keys or something like that. But again, I really like the organization of this front panel of the Dragon Egg pack. So spinning this around and looking at the back panel here, this is a padded panel here, so you can use it for several things. You can use it for hydration, obviously, or you can use it to store a notebook or a tablet, since it does have the padding in here. My 13-inch MacBook will fit, and they say that it will fit up to a 15-inch notebook as well. I just have a medical kit here, quick and easy access up top to that. Then if you fold this down, you've got this Velcro padded sleeve here where a notebook again would slide in really nice. Or of course you could hook your hydration here. There is a nice hook here for a hydration bladder, and then of course the tube can go out the front of the hole here and on down your shoulder strap. In here I just have a solar panel and then some contractor trash bags in case I need to cover the bag up if it's raining or something. It is water resistant, but it isn't waterproof, so contractor bags are a very good item to have. And that's pretty much all I have in this back compartment here. Then we have the main compartment itself. And again, this zips nearly all the way open. It doesn't fully clamshell, but I like that because if you hang this onto a tree or something, packs that clamshell can tend to just pull all the way down, especially if you have weight in the front. It'll open all the way up and all your contents will fall out. So I like that it's like a 3/4 zip on the main compartment and then on the front compartment as well. So in here I just got some food, some drink mixes, some peanut butter, some beef jerky, some protein bars, just some basic food to get me by for a couple of days. Again, this is my regular bug out bag. This is my bag that I would use in the vehicle to get home with, or bag that I would use for, you know, a 3-day, up to a 3-day bug out. Again, I'm going to be doing another video showing the contents of my extended bug out bag with a little larger size pack. This is a 25-liter pack. The other pack that I have for my extended bug out is a 45-liter pack, and that would be a bag that I would take from my home in the event of flooding, or if I had to evacuate or something like that. That's the pack that I'm going to take in a situation where I might never come home. So I have a shmog here, very handy, a head net, a bivvy. I have some clothing here. There's some socks and an extra t-shirt in here. Very important to have. And then in the bottom here I just have some stakes and some extra cordage, and then a tarp. So for my sleep system, right now I just have a bivvy and a tarp. In the winter time or in the cooler months, I'll put a small sleeping bag in here, maybe even a hammock. And there is additional room inside this pack to do so, or you could step up to like a 35-liter pack or so in that size range. On the front here of this main pocket, you have another mesh zip pouch here, and that's where I keep sort of my toiletry items here. There's some toiletry stuff, some toothbrush, toothpaste, some wet wipes, some soap, some baby powder. Don't forget the dental floss and eye drops, very important. Most people overlook that. And then some chapstick. So the only other thing I have in here is my stove. This is an Emberlit stove, very good stove. I love how it packs down nice and flat, doesn't weigh a whole lot. So I just slipped that in this elastic sleeve here. Now this elastic sleeve can also be used as your hydration. You can see that there's also a hook on this side for a bladder, so there's a hook on this side and also a hook on the inside of the back pouch here, so you can run your hydration on either side. And then it has this elastic sleeve that you could put your bladder in. It does have a lot of organization. In the past, I've said that sometimes organization is too much, but again, the organization in this pack completely 100% makes sense. There's spots for everything and all the essentials that I pack in a bug out bag. I really like the layout of the pack. I like the size of the pack. Again, it's great for a get home bag or bug out bag. I like this drag handle here with the paracord. I like the YKK zips with the with the rubber on them, which makes it really great to open even with gloves on. I like the laser cut MOLLE here. I love these webbing loops on the side. And then of course on the shoulder straps, I love the size. I love the padding of the back. And then I love the sternum strap and the webbing organization. So not a whole lot, if anything, that I don't like about this pack. So please keep in mind with any bug out bag, get home bag, or survival kit video that I do, I generally just try to load them up with items that I would pack in a bug out bag, survival kit, or get home bag. It's not necessarily my final loadout. I just like to show you guys what you can put in the bags instead of doing just a basic review. And of course it's going to vary by person to person, geographical location, and time of year. Alright guys, so I hope you can see why this made Ben's best list for a bug out bag or get home bag of that size. It pretty much has all the great features that I would pick and choose off of all the other bags that I've reviewed. Again, those bags are great bags. You should definitely go back and check those out. But this bag incorporates everything that I like out of all those other packs. So the Dragon Egg pack from Direct Action comes with a price tag of $159, and I think it's worth every single penny. It's not the most expensive pack. I've shown packs that are much more expensive that don't have the same quality and the same features as this pack does, and of course it's not on the budget end, but for someone who is going to pack up their bag with expensive equipment and somebody who wants to rely on their pack, the durability and the longevity of it, you should definitely check out the Dragon Egg pack. Again, it comes in a lot of different colors. You can check their website for all the different colors that it comes in. They also do have several other packs. I believe they have a 15-liter pack, and then they might have a pack that's a little bit bigger than the Dragon Egg. I want to thank my subscribers for letting me know about this pack, and if you have any other products that you think I should be reviewing, make sure you leave a comment below or send me a direct message. Alright guys, I hope you give this video a huge thumbs up. Leave me some comments below on what you think about the Dragon Egg pack. I will reply to any questions or comments that you might have. Please share this video on all your social media, Google, Facebook, and Twitter. And as always guys, subscribe for more videos.